Hello. Long time no see. Ignore the bald spot on my wall. I'm honestly thinking, should I redo this wall? Like, I love the vibes, but it's time for Halloween, bitches. Do you see it? I've decorated for Halloween. I've taken out all my Halloween stuff. Do you see any Halloween in this frame? Besides the bat pillow, but you know, the bat pillow's there all year round. Does it even look like I decorated for Halloween? No. All my Halloween stuff is dispersed in my office and in my living room. You don't even see, we don't even get the Halloween vibes right now. Like, I don't have that much Halloween stuff. Where is all of it? That's what I would like to know. You know, I guess you're really pulling my arm. I just gotta go get more Halloween stuff. TJ Maxx, here I come. Anyways, I didn't mean to take a break there, but I had to. Let's quickly try and run through what happened, because I love to overshare and it'll take long to give you the full story. But essentially, I had to, on short notice, go to Chicago to dog sit my dog nephew. Because my sister is going to a wedding in Belize and they didn't really figure out this stuff, whatever. I go to Chicago. I arrive at Chicago. I leave in New York and it's like nice, cool weather in New York. Fall vibes, right? I get my pumpkin spice latte, the first of the season, of the day that it comes back at the airport in New York. Vibes are right. Get to Chicago, it is 100 degrees, literally 100 degrees, 100. And then before I left, I looked at my video from when I went to Chicago for Christmas, because I was like, wait, is there Starbucks in the terminal? Because I really want my pumpkin spice. I don't think I'm going to want to get it in Chicago where it's like going to be 100 degrees. I didn't think it was literally going to be 100 degrees, but and I was looking at my video from December, and when I arrived at Chicago O'Hare that night, it was literally 0 degrees. So I'm literally in Chicago at the complete ends of the spectrum of weather temperature. Foul, absolutely foul. When I went to Chicago, I was like, I'm going to be dog sitting. I'm just going to be sitting in the apartment watching this dog. So I was like, I'm going to have a nice little reading weekend, because I'm also going to have access to a car, so I can go drive to bookstores and be a little suburban girly bookstore vibes, you know, the ones we watch here on like BookTube and, you know, the TikToks, right? Wrong. I was so busy and I was exhausted. I'm an introvert. I'm a homebody. Painful, but had to be done. I ended up becoming a babysitter one day because scheduling got mixed up, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't even like children. And I literally met these children for the first time the day before. Yes, I know them, you know, over FaceTime, and they've sent me Christmas cards and birthday cards. But, like, I technically just met them. And then here I am having to drive them. Like, having the responsibility of driving children, that's literally crazy to me. Like, really freaked me out, but I had to do it, so. Anyways, and I was just so exhausted, but I had messaged my friend Moira from high school, from second form in Belize, sophomore year. I messaged her and I was like, I'm going to be in Chicago. She moved to Chicago kind of recently. We weren't able to like hang out during Christmas time, New Year's time. But this time I was like, it's short notice. Like, I don't know if she's busy, if she has plans, but I don't know if I'll have time either. But she was free on Saturday, so I was like, well, here we go Saturday. And it was so nice this year. I honestly didn't realize that I hadn't seen her in years. Since when? Literally crazy. It was so good to see her. And we went from here to there. Like, I had the car, I could drive around, and I really miss driving. People say driving on the freeway is scary. No, it isn't. Not at all. Compared to driving in like a suburban area where there's like a stop sign every 2 seconds, freeway's so fun compared to that. Anyways, I hung out with my friend. It was such a pleasant time. She got me some Halloween socks, and that was, thank you so much. That really means so much. The next day, I was like, oh, time to relax, time to read. The cozy reading vlog clearly did not. I was scrapped. But I was like, hey, time to relax, time to read. Psych. The day that I got there, I forced my sister to go to Joann's and pick out yarn so that I could crochet my dog nephew a dog sweater. And I'm not very good with patterns or measurements, so like I need my subject to be right there with me. So I spent the afternoon crocheting a dog sweater. And it actually came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it came. And I was very quick, so I was like, wow, look at that. But it was also chunky yarn, so you know it is. But finished dog sitting, come back to New York, feeling little phantom cramps in the airplane. And I was like, ugh, like my period isn't for like another week. So like phantom cramps are just like really annoying. And I get them like almost every period now, which is very annoying. And then whatever, I'm feeling a little bit on the way home, and I get my suitcase all the way upstairs. I'm dying. It's gotten hot in New York again. And then I get settled again that night. My period has come an entire week early. That never happens to me. Like, I was betrayed. I was bamboozled. I couldn't believe it. So rude. And so it threw a big wrench into my very carefully laid out plans. I made an entire to-do list and planned out everything for my shop update, because I'm having a shop update. And so I planned everything out, and I was like, well, can't do anything for at least an entire day, because that's how my cramps are. It's just absolutely foul for an entire day. Whatever, it's like a day and a half. Okay, like I'm feeling better, whatever. Start working a little bit. And I'm like, no rush. Like, I can take it a little bit easy. I have some days, whatever. Rework the plans. That night, I felt a little tickle in the back of my throat. I got sick. And it was rough. I had a fever for 2 days. And I was like, oh, I really want to, like, last time I was sick, I was like, next time I get sick, I want to film a little vlog of, like, comforting things I do while I'm sick, and, like, books. Let's read books while I'm sick. Girl, what did I do while I was sick? While I was laying in my couch with a fever for 2 days, I watched biographics and played Subway Surfers the entire time. So, yeah, no video. Sorry. And then September 1st is here, and it's time for me to show out. It's my season. What am I doing? Sitting on the couch, being sick. No Halloween decorations even up. Depression. Anyways, I'm still a little bit sick now, but shop update, it's on its way. I got all the stuff done that I needed to, more or less. I need to go check that to-do list one last time, because I think that I have a couple things left on there. But it is what it is at this point. That is where I've been, and that is what has been happening. But today, I was like, I want to read, because I've been trying to start books recently, and I've just been having false starts. On the way back from Chicago, I was like, okay, I'm going to film today and, like, read on the plane, and, like, that'll start a reading vlog, right? No, the book that I chose to start was Prince of Thorns, I think it's called. I don't know. Like, I've already banished it from my brain, because within the first few pages, we find out that our main character is a R-wordist, essayist. And, like, okay, like, there's a way of establishing that your character is a bad person, but I'm not gonna read an entire book about an R-wordist. And it happens within the first few pages. And, like, I don't care about their redemption arc if they're gonna have one. Like, I'm just not gonna, like, no. So disappointing. Not gonna read that. And whatever, I got my period anyway, so that video was scrapped. Today I read, I was gonna start this video when I started but what was I doing? I was just listening to it and playing The Sims. And yes, I am staying up right now like 24 hours because my schedule got like really flipped, and all I want to do is wake up in the morning and not the afternoon. So I'm like trying to stay awake, but I'm also like, I know I shouldn't because like my body still needs to heal. So you know, we're just going with the flow right now, and I'm still awake. So I read Mountains Made of Glass by Scarlett St. Clair. I didn't hear that this was coming out, but honestly, where would I have heard that? Because do I really keep up with book news? No. But I've read 2 books by Scarlett St. Clair. A Touch of Darkness. Is that what it's called? Yeah, it's the Hades and Persephone book everybody's read. Spicy. King of Bad and Blood. Also spicy. Vampires. It's not great, but it was a fun time whenever I read it. And so I figured, let's read this one. It's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. And I didn't know that going into it. Like, I just was like, well, I'll just read it. I was going to read it on my Kindle, but then I saw that Scribd was going to have it on the 7th or the 8th. And so I just waited for that. And so last night when I saw it was available already, I started it. So I read that. Yeah, it's a retelling. It's spicy, but honestly, the smut is not even that good. It was just okay. It was fine. It was a time. It feels like it felt like a short story, so it felt like more of like a filler book. But, you know, it was a quick read, got something done, so I feel like it's a good thing to maybe get the ball rolling for me to, you know, continue reading. I don't know what I'm going to read next, though. I have a stack of books there that I should read. But will I read them? No, probably not. I have on my Kindle a book that I've started, the one by Danielle Jensen that I was talking about. Was I talking about online? Did that talking segment get uploaded? I don't even know what's been said on the internet now. A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle Jensen. I have an arc of that, and I think like 20% through, so I should just continue and not just like randomly stop and not pick it up again. See where it goes. See if I like it. That is my tentative plan right now, and my camera just died. I love that for me. So we're gonna figure out what to read next, and I'll let you know. I had to lay down because my back hurt so bad, and I fell asleep, of course. I literally don't like wake up from naps refreshed. Like, who does that? Like how is that possible? I don't understand. Ugh. You know that like taste of sleep? No. That's why I don't like to nap. Right before I fell asleep, I was looking on Scribd because they have like new titles every like, I don't know when it is, but it like kind of refreshes. They like get new titles, some titles go away, and one that I saw was a book that I was kind of interested in, Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. This book I saw in the bookstore, and I was like, should I buy this? Like, the physical book was very nice and tactile. It was very floppy and had red sprayed edges. I had briefly heard of its existence, not really anything about it, so I looked at reviews on Goodreads, and it was very mixed. And I just feel like, will this be like a story that I'll like start and be like, no, this is too cringe, like, no, this is too like modern world, I don't know, or will I just be able to enjoy it for what it is? And I didn't really like want to buy the book and then not like it or like give up on it early on. I just wanted to like feel for the book, but I'm not one of those people that can just stand in a bookstore and read a book. No, too much pressure. I feel like the lighting is very all over the place right now. Don't mind my pimple patch. I had a spot and it wasn't really a pimple, but I was like, what is this? So I put a pimple patch on it because that's what they're there for. Okay, focus. So this book is about a girl with an ailing family to support, and she needs a job, so she gets a job, No job is perfect, of course, even less so when you develop a teeny crush on your terrifying, temperamental, and undeniably hot boss. That sounds very contemporary romance, but let's give it a go. Like a villain, you know, like and it's a romantic comedy, so that's why I was like, ooh, like, will this really be something I like? I don't know, but it's fantasy, so good thing it's on script. So I'm gonna listen to it and see how it goes. It is recorded books 9 hours at 1.5 speed, so it's a bit long. No, it isn't. I'm just used to reading really short books, like, recently, so it's fine. Anyways, now I've got a nap and I'm energized, so I love that for me. When will I go to sleep? So that's the reading plan for now. I'm gonna see how it goes, give it a chance, see if I like it, but you know, I'm not gonna force myself to read if I don't like it. I really need some groceries, and before I fell asleep, I was like, maybe I should go to Trader Joe's, because I'm not in the state to be cooking, so I need some of those Trader Joe's fun frozen food stuff. So I might go to Trader Joe's, but it started raining, and like Trader Joe's after 5 p.m. I don't know about that. Do I go? Like, it feels like a lot of work. But you know what's beside Trader Joe's? TJ Maxx. Just saying. Is the NG working? Oh no, it's not working. What the fuck? Ah. Hi, so I'll just do a little voiceover and talk about what I thought about Assistant to the Villain. This was really fun. It was not what I expected. It was not contemporary. Why did I think? Because it was said rom-com that it was going to be contemporary. It was actually set in a very like fairy tale world, which I really liked. I like very traditional worlds that feel like fairy tales or feel like, you know, trickster fae vibes. Not that this was trickster fae, but that was recently what I was looking for in a book. And I like, you know, recently a lot of fantasy books have the same kind of world, same kind of vibe, same kind of feeling from the world, even if they have like differences in the world. You get the same like vibe. Oh my god, can I use a different word than vibe? But you get it, right? But this felt a little more like classic fairy tale. We had a frog with a crown, which was fun. Main character is witty and not annoying, and you know how much I have problems with annoying main characters. I felt like she had a good sense of self, which was enjoyable to read. And the villain, very fun. Also, I love a hate to love, like give it to me all day, but it is refreshing, I guess, to read something that is not hate to love, and this really went to show that it is refreshing. So overall I really enjoyed it. It was not what I expected, and the reviews, I might have said before, were really mixed, but I feel like you can very much enjoy this for what it is, because I don't think there's nothing like glaringly bad or glaringly annoying about it. So it's a good time, and I would recommend it. It was fun. I didn't know whether to give it a 4 or 5 stars because recently I've been cracking down on my ratings because I've been giving books that are not good. I've been giving them 4 stars just because, I don't know, when they're clearly 3-star books. So, but I give this one 5 stars in the end. But the next book doesn't come out until a year from now, which is like, come on. By then I'm going to forget anything that happened in this book, and like I probably won't be interested in the next book. So, alas, I'm just spoiled by these independent authors. They churn books out like nobody's business. But anyways, I liked it. I recommend reading it if you're interested in it.